One of the biggest problems that I see men have today is that men expect too much today from women. Think about it for a second, gentlemen. Anything that bleeds 5 to 7 days out of the month is a damn alien. And you expect this alien species who inhabits the planet around us, I love the ladies, don't get me wrong, to provide you with what? What is it in your life that you're trying to validate by having one of these species live with you? And then, obviously it's a species that thrives and survives off of attention, resources, especially money, and emotions. Not all women. Some women are pretty based and grounded, but in general, she dreams resources in energy and emotions. Yes, she has pre-owned. We love pre-owned. It's like that dream catcher. You ever seen that movie, that dream catcher alien that attaches to the back of your neck and secretes that stuff into your brain? That's called pre-owned. So you're living with a dream catcher alien, which bites. If you've seen the teeth on that thing bites. And what do you expect the outcome to be? What do you expect it? That's why you see a peaceful life. I'm always in a good mood. You know why? I've accepted that women are aliens, lovable aliens. I'm about to go into the gym in a second. There's a whole bunch of aliens in there. I have a great relationship with those aliens. Aliens, nonetheless. You move them in the house with you, they're going to bite you or dissect you and send specimens of your body to their homeland or the ship that centers in outer space. Well, I said, well, you're talking crazy, peaceful life. But that's the way I deal with them. So I'm never disappointed by women. In fact, to be honest with you, I think most of them are batshit crazy. I mean, if you bled 5 to 7 days out of a month, you'd be crazy too. Well, me and you would probably be dead. But they live and they thrive in the environment around us. Beautiful, wonderful aliens walking around. But you be asking this creature to be loyal to you, to create peace. What are you longing for? What are you desiring to get out of this species? You looking for happiness? You looking for peace? Looking for a constant flow of that punani? You're looking for somebody to hug you? What, you got mommy issues? Huh? What do you want? Loyalty? What is it that you expect out of this creature? See, the problem is self-mastery. Men being at peace with themselves. Even in the past, you see many men, they work the ranges, so they do other things, their professions and hobbies and whatever. And that percentage of the men that help procreate and reproduce the species, have kids, get married, they stay over there. The rest of us were happy going, working, digging for gold all day, looking for gold and riches, and frequenting the brothels every once in a while. And we were fine. We were free. But they wanted to, you wanted to domesticate these aliens and create these long-standing relationships and marriages, trying to cohabitate and live with them. And then getting mad and pissed off when one of them gives you a nice, nasty bite on the ass. Because it's a creature that operates and is fueled by emotions and feelings. And also cash, attention, validation, those types of things. But today, they feel a certain type of way, and you're the best thing since sliced bread. Tomorrow, they feel a certain way, and you're the scum of the earth. So why would you put your happiness, your peace, your faith, your long-term prosperity in the hands of an alien that lives and thrives of emotions? That one day they're this way, the next day they're this way, and at a certain time period in the month, who knows what's going on with them? So you have to say to yourself, you're the balanced, you're the stable one, you're the logical one as a man. How do you manage this? How do you thrive for this? The thing about it is you're looking for things outside of yourself, whether it be validations through resources, money, and women. Don't get me wrong, you need that money. And I enjoy pre-owned. But validation in life. Like these dudes don't even, some of these dudes don't even feel good unless they have a woman living with them. I was living with a woman for a lot of years, almost 3 decades. Trust me, I ain't missing nothing. You ain't missing nothing. You want to see something? Go watch yourself an episode of couples therapy. Trust me, your ass will be out here running around, hugging trees. You know, you'll be running on the treadmill. I'm about to hit the treadmill a little bit. You'll be running 2-3 miles. You'll be running out here kissing grass and shit, rolling in the grass. They'll probably call the ambulance for you. They got a madman on the loose. You want to see suffering? Look at the lives of some of these married brothers. Salute to you, brothers. I tell you, married men are like combat veterans. They should be given special treatment, discounts, 15% off at the store, at the gym, because they suffer. They sacrifice themselves to procreate with these aliens, live with them for the betterment of our species, to carry on. You know, we need a country, we need bodies, we need labor, we need taxes to carry on the species, spread the DNA. We can't have the population die off by a bunch of guys living life like peaceful sexuals and shit. I'm a peaceful sexual. I'm in love with peace. Peace is my bitch. Can't have guys like me. That's just bad for society. You need sacrifices. And that's why I honor married men like I do combat veterans. Salute to you, brothers. Peace and blessings. But expecting too much from these women. What do you expect her to do? She's not even happy with herself. How is somebody that's not happy with themselves going to add to your happiness? And this is not all women. What is she going to do for your happiness? Everything that you need and desire as a man. Don't come in here, you spiritual dudes. That's a whole different topic, because we don't know what religion the people are on this channel. Some of them are atheists, some of them are Christians, some of them are Buddhists, some of them are Muslims. So I don't talk about religion, because I am not a communist, you see? I'm not a communist. I don't assume that everybody believes the same shit that I believe. So I'm not a religious or spiritual communist. But the solution to your problems is usually looking right at you in the damn mirror. What is it that you seek to validate? Through what? Women and money? This I'm driving right here is my 2012 vehicle. It's all right. It's squared away. It runs good. It cost me about $50 a month in insurance. It's paid off. I love it. I don't have no desire for car payments. What am I trying to impress in the external world? That doesn't mean you shouldn't work hard and be squared away. I use the word squared away. You notice that's what I use. This is my old sweatshirt that I got from the Big and Tall men's store that I go, you know, I'm a tall dude. I wear this to the gym. It's comfortable. It's convenient. It's squared away. I'm not trying to impress anybody. But the reality of life, getting back on topic, is that the biggest issue that I see with the modern man is seeking this external validation and approval from the world. And it's done through attention, or, I'm sorry, thinking that getting validation from relationships and money. You need money. Make as much money as you possibly can. But it shouldn't define and become you. Relationships are great if you're with the 10% women, but it shouldn't define you as a man. It shouldn't validate you as a man. Anything that comes, it's the internal battles that men have to conquer. Being at peace with your own life, finding peace and happiness within yourself, falling in love with your own company, finding the discipline, finding purpose in your life, finding hobbies, finding passions, things that you do that's about you. I can spend weeks and weeks alone in my own company because I don't seek the external validation from people. I see a man ride by me in a fancy car. I say, that's nice, wonderful. But that doesn't, I don't feel it's any type of way where I gotta go, oh, I gotta give me one of those, or if my neighbor buys a new car, or somebody does something of material, I'm happy for them to be successful and enjoy the things that I enjoy. I don't feel any type of envy about it. I look at a vehicle as a piece of metal with a a means of conveyance. A house is a shelter. I find more enjoyable things in life, like animals and people and experiences that I enjoy in life more than I do with material things, because those are not, sustainable. Those are not, real, cannot sustain you over time, because you're trying to fix some emotional or psychological deficit that exists in your heart and your mind. You need all this material, external validation. You need relationships in terms of to validate who you are as a human being or as a man. And you're asking that from an emotional creature that's an alien that bleeds 5 to 7 days a month and doesn't die. Imagine that. What the hell is wrong with you if you expect some type of loyalty, some types of reciprocation in terms of pouring into you? The creature takes. Maybe your mom pours into you, the women in your family. And again, what is it that you need this individual to do to put a smile on your face? Now, I personally love the ladies, but I don't live with them. Period. I do not need to have that emotional alien occupying my domicile. I need to be able to escape to my peaceful sanctuary that has peace and comfort. One of the things you learn in life as you get older as a man, you can only control yourself. You can't control nobody. Now you can say, look, here's what I do, and here's my program. This is what I do for me. Now, if you disturb that, I will no longer associate it with you. But you can be who you want to be. Now, if you want to come into my realm, you got to understand that I'm a peaceful sexual. Peace is beautiful. I thirst every day for peace. Peace is my bitch. And I stay faithful. I believe in monogamy with peace. And as you disrupt my peace, let me go put my blood pressure monitor on, and that shit is spiked. You are gone. Period. Now you've affected my health and my well-being. And now I have a problem with you, you see? Serious problem with you. Because you are, in essence, putting me to an early grave. And a peaceful life does not play that shit. I don't give a damn what type of big ass or tits or vagina or pre-owned. I've had enough pre-owned in life. I am not impressed by it. In fact, many times I've had some major issues with post-nut clarity depression. When you realize as a man that you've pounded out an empty vessel, there's absolutely nothing in that human being's brain. There's a human being who spends all day long in the mirror putting a face on. All she's got is body and yolk and box. And she has nothing else to offer you as a man. Here comes the sun getting in my face now. Beautiful, nonetheless. But that's all she has to offer you. That's all she has. And that's why the guys over here, you have to go into monk mode, in and out of monk mode, temporary monk mode. Because you look at her, she looks hot, your hormones are, you pound her a couple times, and all of a sudden, all those things that she's saying, the red flags, is coming out heavy, and you're like, oh my God, this is torturous. I can't have her around. I'll be dead in about 5 years. This woman will totally suck in not just the money, but your soul out of you. And then you try and distance yourself and break up with her and get away from her. Then you say, you know what? I'm going to monk mode for about 3 months. I see you dudes. You do it over and over again. You know what I'm talking about. Because you're trying to get these aliens to behave on your program instead of looking at yourself in the mirror and understanding the blessings that you have in life, the freedom that you have in life. Stop trying to convert aliens into these creatures that can live with you peacefully and then get mad when your ass get bitten or your life ends up in a bunch of chaos. Especially nowadays, is worse. I'm a Gen Xer. I'm seeing women my age. You think age matters? It's like they're stuck. So especially with the social media delusion, it's like arrested development on steroids. I mean, you got women out here competing with the 21-year-old, 22-year-old version of themselves. It's absolute insanity. I'm looking at them. They got these filters, this AI filters. They got surgery. These tax time now. Look at the flights to South America, trying to get some surgery, tummy tucks and BBLs and whatever else. That's the creature you're dealing with. What do you expect out of that creature? You're crazy if you expect to live with that creature and be in happiness and peace and tranquility with a creature that has been raised its whole life to be selfish, self-centered, self-focused, and manipulative, because again, they know that we love pre-owned. And they say, well, there's always a taker. And it's been praised and validated by the society, because women get pimped. They get pimped because they're spenders. So society panders to them. We got a whole pander bear community. That's going to turn upside down pretty soon, because what's going to happen is, with these dudes in their financial celibacy movement, they're going to look to these panda bears and start cannibalizing them. Because they're going to say, you lied to me, and you stole my money, and I ain't got no husband, I ain't got no man, and I'm about to be homeless. It's your fault, panda bear. And they're going to, you know how women are. They get vindictive. You're going to see panda bears on the run pretty soon, except for Derek Jackson. They might give him a break because they be thirsting for Derek. But the other panda bears, like the boys and the Ace and all the rest of them dudes and all of them, what's the one CGA just did a live stream on? That panda bear. They don't come for them dudes, because they're like, hey, and the pastor and all of them, you've been taking our money for all these years. We ain't got no man. We ain't got no outcome. You bastards. That's what they're gonna come for. And they're gonna crucify them. But don't come over here to my channel where all the men be hanging out, chilling in their peace, enjoying life. But guys need to upgrade their programming. The reason why you feel a certain way is because you're operating on the old social program, the old social contract of women I won't even say women of the past, because women of the past is some debauchery too. You're expecting things out of a creature that's programmed and wired a certain way, not to be under your leadership or not to work with you. In fact, it's to destroy you, to parasite off of you, to create problems for you. So you have to manage them like you would manage one of those dream catcher aliens. Like I told you before, I love the ladies, but I treat them like alcohol, and I drink responsibly. And I don't get married because that's drunk driving with a bad hangover. And, if you want to experience the truth or the reality of the modern relationship, especially after the honeymoon phase is over with, consume yourself some of that couples therapy on YouTube. Trust me, one dose of that shit will have you walking around here smiling like a man in an insane asylum. You're just walking around hugging trees and shit. Like, yo, why is that dude rolling in the grass? He watched couples therapy, and he felt the utter C and B torture that men are dealing with, married men are dealing with. See, you don't know the pain. See, I always tell you, loneliness is just horniness turned upside down. Period. You need to just get a tune-up. But you're going to make a lifetime commitment because you need a tune-up. And of course, in this culture, in this environment, this society, they're trying their best to control men's sexuality, control men's resources. But that guy gets a tune-up. He's back out there working on that engine, functioning perfectly fine. He just needed a tune-up. He didn't need a lifetime commitment to a creature that's going to torture him. He just needed to get toned up so he could get back to work. That's a peaceful life mentality. Tone that dude up and get him back to work. We got engines to build. We got things to do. We don't need that man being tortured every day. That destroys productivity. There's dudes that have sacrificed their life to procreate and replace the species. We don't need every dude being tortured every day. what kind of society will we have? We'll have a bunch of unproductive men, you know, just trying to survive psychologically and emotionally. Maybe let half the men go on the marriage colony and let the other half of men stay free to be out here working and producing for themselves, and send them dudes to the brothel or something. It'll keep them more productive and get them back out here in the world to work and enjoy life. We can't have everybody tortured. What kind of society will we have? Imagine the productivity. It'll go down exponentially. Anyhow, that's enough for me this morning. I know, gentlemen, I'm fine. I know people say, well, peaceful life has been off the rockers. No, I just a realist. You know, for so many years, I've been a part of the system, played the game, and to be silent. Even worse, towards the end of my career as a retired, it started getting weird. We had to, do things like I'm at a call or something, and I got to address some grown man with his big Adam's apple and call him a woman, and play the game because I'm invested in the system and I got a pension. I can't call this man a man because it's going to get me in trouble. Peaceful life, don't want to spend any more time in IA. But now I'm free. And I just talk trash on the internet and enjoy my life. What? Because I don't want to be in IA anymore. I don't have to be in IA anymore. Answering questions about the words that came out of my mouth, especially when it's on the camera. I can't deny it. Anyhow, peace and blessings to you guys. Make sure you hit the like button. It's time for me to hit the gym, man. Peace is beautiful, gentlemen. Don't think that you're missing something sometime. Sometimes you just need to see the world from the other side. Watch couples therapy. 10 minutes of that shit will put a smile on your face. And trust me, there's some tree somewhere that you will be hugging. Don't hug too hard. Get no scrapes or barks on you, whatever. Anyhow, I'm out. Make sure you hit the like button.